I'm a big supporter of black businesses. I'm not opposed to blacks trying to go to new plateaus that have never been reached before by us in this business world. To be the catalyst or something for us to strive to ourselves. I don't make fun of that. I don't bash that. It's just that every time it happens, it's not going to always be successful. And it's not to be mocked. It's not to make fun of. But when you look at situations like what's going on with Jay Z and TIDAL, Jay Z is not the owner of TIDAL. He's partnered with TIDAL. So right now there's a lawsuit against Jay Z's music service and TIDAL. They're being sued by another music company, John Emanuel's company, Yes Music LLC, because they haven't received the American dollar of royalties at all, not one. And TIDAL, that was the streaming service, streamed like 116 songs, I think, without paying them back any royalties in the process. And because the artists are not seeing any numbers, or the public are not, they don't know what the numbers are. We don't know if they're getting paid what they're supposed to or they're not. And they're saying this faulty numbers is in the way that's undercutting the money that's owed to the artist by at least 35%. Now, I can't even dispute that or debut it or whatever because I don't have any numbers. What could I couldn't show you anything to back that up. But there was problems with this launch. You know, this isn't like the iPhone 4 launch. You know, this is looking Apple Maps bad right now. You know, this is looking like this ain't finna make it. So Samsung and Spotify, Pandora, I think they want to buy out TIDAL and say, look, let us bail you out so this way you don't lose any money. See, Jay would actually come off making some money if he was to sell TIDAL now, because of the projects they already have on TIDAL that other people are willing to get. Now, these other projects like the Rihanna situation, it makes those numbers look a little fishy or anti. You know, because of what they were talking about with the numbers. Now that we see, you know, how this process is working. But we really have no scale. So they can come out and say the numbers are anything. But so could Spotify, so could Pandora, so could any of these companies. But what happened is, Jay Z got into the game and the other guys weren't playing ball. Apple, all the giants in the company, saw that Jay Z was going to be their competition, and they went to eviscerate TIDAL. Millions and millions of dollars of their marketing money that was used to market for Apple and everything else, they're like, well, we're going to have to cut this budget into destroying TIDAL and Jay Z, because this could be a threat to our company. Jay Z getting artists together to get more royalties. This is a threat. We have to destroy this now. So they spent all their marketing dollars into tearing down TIDAL. Rumors, and they start paying these CEOs to quit. Because the thing was, they were not paying them, but forcing them to, because the revenues and the quarterlies were so bad. So in order to keep the numbers up, they had to make cap space or salary space, and They had to remove people and fire people, and it was just not a good launch. The launch was not handled right because they didn't expect such backlash and such attacks early on, which they should have anticipated this. That Spotify, Apple, all these streaming services were going to come after you. There's too many fires to put out. They don't want you to get a piece of this game because the launch was not done properly. It should have had a lot of these guys on board, signed to do so from the start, in private, then launch, when you had everyone together already. Now it's like people were coming over one by one over the title and negotiated it. Okay, the title. So by the time you launch, you had a strong base of artists already signed to this project. Losing Drake was huge. Once Apple put out the $30 million to Drake, Drake was already gonna do Tidal, and they put up $30 million and took Drake away out of the deal. That was huge, and that landed a massive blow to Tidal. Figuring out where Drake is to the culture right now. So it's sad to see this happen, but I think at this point, I don't tell anybody how to run their company. They could stick it and ride it out to the end, but this is a point where you got to cut and run. It's time to cut it, because this is as far as I think the run is going to go. So if there's deals on the table, it's very admirable to just take the deal. This is a non-winning battle. I'm out.